we can
So
say.
DGH जो conference है, it is not just a conference, you know, it is more than a conference because it is a strategy document, which I see, which they are trickling down into India to try to create a framework and a movement to dismantle Hindutva. And what is Hindutva? Hindutva is this a consolidation of the Hindu society, you know, because when the British came, what was their main thing? They decided that they are going to take all the money that Hindu Jati guilds have created, take away their businesses, and give, you know, take all the wealth, drain of wealth which happened. 45 trillion is the estimated amount. And the most important thing is that the Hindus kept, when the businesses were taken from them, where did those businesses go? Of course, it went to the Europeans, but they had partners. Who were the partners? The partners were all the other religious communities, you know,
Ashrafi Muslims.
like yes, the Ashrafi Muslims were one of them. Then you had the Parsis, you know. We think that, you know, I've heard this from people quite a bit, that the Parsis came so poor, fleeing
I
from
remember
Iran.
from our last conversation how the Britishers classified Parsis as the Aryans.
Absolutely. So they classified them as Aryans, and they created a partnership with them that you will manage our businesses for us. So they also brought some Baghdadi Jews and, you know, like Sassoon.
Full-fledged racism was happening.
Full-fledged, not just racism, but extraction of wealth.
Exploitation तो चल ही रहा था, वो तो साथ-साथ थे.
Absolutely. तो उनका जो genociding भी चल रहा था, famines के through, and killings, and because they did not trust the Hindus, because they wanted to take the wealth from the Hindus. So they divided their entire economy. So Parsis and Jews, and like you said, some Ashrafi Muslims were involved. Then the army was given to, of course, the Sikhs and the Gurkhas were given positions there. Also, the Muslims were given cavalry positions. So they became their army. And of course, education was given to the Christians, right? The convents were created, full-fledged. So this is how they took over a lot of our businesses. You know, we were banned from building ships or building. All of the Hindus, they couldn't do any of that.
All those communities was destroyed.
Yeah. So that is how Dalits were created, right? And how were the tribals created? Because these were peasants, simple peasants who had land,
who were not willing to be converted.
Not just not willing to be converted. See,
because I was sorry, I'm interrupting, but I was reading Ibn Battuta's account, 700-800 AD का है around. तो वो बता रहा था कि जब हम वहाँ से आते हैं, he was coming from some राजस्थान वाला एरिया से, अरावली वाले एरिया की बात कर रहा था कि अरावली में यहाँ पे हिंदू रहते हैं. ये इसलिए रहते हैं क्योंकि ये कन्वर्जन से बचना चाहते हैं कि ये इन हमारे सुल्तानों से बच सकें, इसलिए ये छुपकर यहाँ पे रहते हैं. ये बांसों का वो है, जंगल है, और यहाँ पे जाना बहुत मुश्किल होता है, इसलिए ये लोग. और फिर वही धीरे धीरे करके हमारे जब जंगलों में कंटिन्यू करते रहे, क्योंकि चलता तो रहा ना बहुत रूल बहुत सालों तक. तो जब वो बाद में उन्हें ट्राइबल एक टाइटल दे दिया और आदिवासी एक टाइटल दे दिया. मतलब दैट वाज माय अंडरस्टैंडिंग.
एब्सोल्युटली. सो यू आर वेरी राइट. अभी भी there are people in Bihar जो tribals ST category में गिने जाते हैं, and they say we were Rajputs. और हम लोग, yeah, so they were actually Rajputs, a lot of them, you know, who had fled into the
because they were not ready to be persecuted the way others were doing it, the way the sultans, these Delhi Sultanate were doing it.
Yes, so that was during the Muslim era. But then also during the British era, a lot of these, just say, the Gond tribes, the Bhil, जो tribes बोले जाते हैं उनको, Bhils, they were just forest dwellers, you know. तो ऐसा नहीं था कि वो अपने आप को बोलते हैं कि हम जनजाति हैं। ये सब टर्मिनोलॉजी ब्रिटिश टर्मिनोलॉजी।
These native tribes were the backup that supported the incoming flux जो वहां से बच के आ रहे थे ना। मतलब that's also something I read somewhere, I'm not sure where it is, कि जो ये भाई भील और हम जिन जनजातियों की बात करें जिन्हें आप जनजाति कहने लग गए, जो ऑलरेडी फॉरेस्ट ड्वेलर्स थे, क्योंकि वो भी हमेशा हमारा एक पैरेलल इकोसिस्टम चलता था। अगेन वो हम फिर अपने इतिहास में जाएं, रामायण महाभारत में वो दिखाया जा रहा है ना कंटिन्यूसली, देयर आर फॉरेस्ट ड्वेलर्स। वानर भी उन्हें ही कहा जाता था, वो तो बाद में उन्हें बंदर बना के दिखा दिया। आई नो आई एम बीइंग डेरोगेटरी, बट ऐसा ही है ना, वो ह्यूमन बीइंग्स ही थे जो वनचारण कहा जाता था उन्हें, वाल्मीकि जी ने साफ साफ बताया।
बिल्कुल।
हाँ, तो वो कंटिन्यू था, और तो वो लोग सपोर्ट करते थे कि अच्छा we need to support them because those kings had always supported them. Back then they were ruling and they never harmed them, they never destroyed their life because that's how it was.
Yes.
Communities used to support each other.